Hey everyone, my name's Heather and this is my first YouTube video. So I'm pretty excited. I actually am 2.5 weeks out from gastric sleeve surgery and I gotta tell you, it's been a roller coaster. A lot of exciting things, some nerve-wracking things, but I'm gonna do these videos not only for myself but for other people in case you have any questions. It always helps to hear someone else's experience. So, being 2.5 weeks out, there's been quite a few things that I've learned. Um, in the beginning, I started right before Thanksgiving with my pre-op diet stage one. So that was like 2 weeks of just dieting, eating healthy, low carb, all that. And then the 2 weeks leading up to surgery was my surgeon required a 5 protein shake a day diet as well as like one small lean green meal. So that was the hardest thing ever. I think anyone who has done this surgery will tell you that it was tough. Um, but if I can do it, anybody can do it because I have the worst willpower in the world. So, don't get discouraged. You just got to take it day by day. You know, the shakes aren't that bad. I got mine off Amazon. You can go to the grocery store. When you're drinking 4 or 5 of them a day, you're not really necessarily hungry. It's just more or less your cravings. You're coming off um, for me, I call it my sugar addiction, because I love sweets and, you know, good cheeseburgers and milkshakes and all that kind of stuff. So to wean yourself off that was pretty tough. But like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. So anyway, the day of surgery, I couldn't sleep that night. I was so excited, but so nervous. You don't necessarily know what you're going to get into. You watch these videos or the surgeons talk or whatever, but you don't really know till you get there and you're living it. And so I showed up to the hospital like 2 hours early, and they required some more blood work. So I did that. That was that was no big deal. They just take some blood. They gave me a pregnancy test. Just make sure you're, ready to rock and roll that day. So I was fine. And then as I'm sitting there, they let my husband come back, and he comes back. He's holding my hand and stuff. So I got a little emotional, and then when I saw my parents, I really kind of got emotional. Not because I was sad. It was just more or less nerves and excitement. You don't really know what you're in for, like I said, until you live it. So they sent them back, and then they sent me into surgery. I was laying there, and they put the little gas mask on my face, and a few minutes later, I was out. And it felt like it was probably only like 10-15 minutes for me, but for everyone else, it was like an hour for the surgery, and then another couple more hours for me to like wake up and come around. When I first woke up, I had like pains in my chest, which I think is gas pain, but it hurt. Like it felt like I had like cinder blocks on my chest. Which I mean, it went away in a little while. The nurse told me I had a morphine drip, so to go ahead and press that if I wanted to. So I did, and that helped quite a bit. But the morphine also made me so nauseous that day. When I got up into the room, I was so thirsty, and I asked the doctor and then, the nurses if I could have some water. And the nurse said, yeah, go ahead if you have to. So I took one sip, and that was like heaven. And then I took one more sip, and I puked really bad. And nowhere in any of these videos have I seen anyone say that they threw up blood, but I threw up blood like pretty bad, like quite a bit of blood, and it happened probably 5 or 6 times that day, and it was to the point where I was like, what the hell did I do to myself? Like, what's wrong? I'm scared. I could tell my parents were even like a little like, what did we do here? And the nurse is like, it's fine, it's normal, it's normal. And then my surgeon came in and talked to me, and he's like, it's fine. It's just, from cutting your stomach, there's, blood in your stomach. And, I obviously couldn't hold it down, so I puked it up. Um, but, it was normal. I think it was just the morphine, and I had nothing in my stomach, which made me really nauseous. But honestly, like by the next day, I was just puking like a little bit of bile. And um, when I got out of the hospital and off the morphine and off all the meds and stuff, the nauseousness went right away. So if you experience that, just know it's probably the morphine that you're taking, but it'll go away. And don't be scared if you throw up a little blood. It's not. It's nothing to be scared of. Even though it's kind of creepy, but anyway, so the next day and a half was okay. The pain really wasn't that bad. Um, I was sore definitely. And once I got out of the hospital and I went and stayed in a hotel because my surgeon's like 3 hours away, so we had to stay in a hotel. Once I stayed in the hotel, it was fine. Um, I like when I would turn, it kind of hurt a little bit. I had asked the nurse if it was okay if I could sleep on my side because I'm a stomach sleeper, and she said that's fine, if you can tolerate it. So I did, and that was fine. And the only other like real pain that you get, at least for me, was gas pain, and it would be like all of a sudden you just have this like shoot of pain, go up in your body, and the best thing for that was to walk it off. I took Gas X. That helped a little bit. So, that honestly, they gave me hydrocodones and I didn't even take them. I took one or two, and then after that, I was like, why am I going to take these just for gas pain when you don't even know when it's going to shoot, through your body? So you might as well just leave them alone. For me personally, but I mean, I know some people might need them more than I did. So anyway, we stayed there. That Monday I had a checkup, and I had lost 10 pounds since I had weighed in the day of surgery, which was pretty sweet, like 2.5 days, and I lost 10 pounds. And so then I lost another 4 pounds after surgery once I got home. And then, I don't know, for some reason, I had a stall right away. My surgeon had recommended, the first 3 days you're on liquids, and then after that you can have Jello, pudding, like really soft stuff. And I've seen other people that they're on their liquid diet a lot longer, so I think maybe they might have lost weight a little faster because they're on liquids longer. And it seemed like as soon as I started, just kind of eating like some food, I stalled for like a week, which today I broke through that. I lost another pound because I had like gained a pound, lost a pound, gained a pound, lost a pound, which was kind of freaking me out. I hadn't watched any videos where anyone else said that they gained weight like right away after surgery. But I did watch a doctor, and he said it's normal. It's just your body adjusting to, going from liquids to like some food, and everybody's body's different. So mine apparently was mad at me. So, but yeah, so far so good. I've it's been tough. Like I still love food. I'm always probably gonna love food, and the cravings, they kind of suck. No one I've really seen talks about the cravings as much, and maybe it's just me, but I still, am on Pinterest or Facebook, and all these videos come up, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, why? Like, I don't want to see that right now. Like, I'm still dieting, if you think about it. But the hunger isn't too bad. When I should probably take 3 or 4 bites of something, and then my stomach will kind of give like a little bit of pain, and I'm like, okay, I'm full. Or if I start burping, then I know I'm full, which it's weird. Especially the first week, all these like different sensations in your stomach. You don't know whether you're full, you're not full, like what exactly is going on. So I read some more, and I heard that's normal. Like once you start on regular food, you'll really know like, okay, I'm full. And I have noticed that. Like the other day I had like a cup of clam chowder, and I was able to eat the whole cup, but then I was so stuffed and I was like burping and I was uncomfortable. So to me, that goes to show like I probably should have ate a little slower, wouldn't have been able to eat the whole cup. Um, but I would have been able to tell I was fuller because, you're supposed to take about 20 minutes to eat whatever you're going to have, your lunch, your dinner, whatever. And I only took about 10 minutes, maybe 5. And I bet you that's why, I was able to eat that whole thing. And then I was so full afterwards. I felt like I had had full blown dinner, you know, like an old dinner I would have had at a restaurant, not these new little meals that I have. Like I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I eat like a bird now,